hello, welcome to the Bad Patter podcast with myself, James Hamilton, and Chris, the bad guy, Bungard. Finally got this done.
A guy that needs no introduction. Finally, James, we're live. We're doing this shit.
I know, and we have got a lot of stuff to talk about. Obviously,
To your health.
fun weekend of fights in Scotland. So I think we'll start off, obviously, with what was a fantastic show on Saturday. Obviously on top, always put on a great show.
Aye, it was good to sit cage side and with a couple of vodkas and just enjoy the show. Like, I wasn't fighting on it, none of my teammates were fighting on it. So it was just nice and relaxed, sit back, enjoy some great fights, and there were some good fights, man. I loved them. I was off my seat a few times, just really enjoying the night.
How often do you actually get to do that, Sheila? I was obviously working the show myself, but I had managed to get a couple of drinks in as well. I've not done that very often. How often do you actually get to sit and do that yourself?
Not very often at all. In fact, I think that's the first time in a good few years, because we've usually got somebody on the card, or I'm usually on the card, or you're usually away for fights as well. So I definitely enjoyed it a bit too much, I think.
And fight wise, so you were off your seat obviously a couple of times. I know there was a few guys that stood out in my mind. What was anybody in particular that stood out for you?
Yeah, I really enjoyed I don't know, I maybe get his name wrong, but the John Lee fight. He's fighting a guy called Bruce or son. The Bruce came out guns blazing, just try to hit. Well, he was landing big shots, but he was just trying to put everything into it. And he was going all Conor McGregor with it and talking a bit and getting a bit cocky. But it was like, I think he decked John a few times, but John stayed composed. Second round was a wee bit the same, but he got him down and it looked like Bruce was starting to tire. I think Bruce was showboating a wee bit and then got caught with a head kick. And then the third round, you could tell Bruce was tired. John upped his game and got him down and put him away with a choke. It was a great fight.
So we spoke to John after it, and he had I was just thinking of the pressure it must have been for a young guy like that, 'cause he had a fair amount of people there. See, like, obviously you're watching him, supporting him and that.
Yeah.
What's that sort of like, getting that pressure when you're that early? You're just starting out as an amateur.
Yeah, well, I was different. I used that. I didn't use it. I didn't feel pressure. I used it to my advantage, where if I was stuck in the bottom and I had a big crowd with me and they would be making a lot of noise, and they would tell me to get out of that position, or it would make me work harder. So I never felt pressure. You get a wee bit of butterflies now and then, but it's all good. It's all good vibes. But yeah, it can go two ways. Big crowd, you feel pressure. You don't want to let anybody down, but other people use it as an advantage.
Aye. And the other thing I noticed as well, there was a good few body shots. I think Tony Stewart, he landed a spinning back kick, then ultimately finished the fight.
That was a great shot.
And I tell you who else looked good as well. Young Max Harden, training out of Obsidian, he was fighting. I'm really sorry for forgetting the name. The young lad out of SPG Inverness for Ross Houston's team.
Oh, aye, he was quite an awkward guy, wasn't he? He was like kind of a karate. He was elusive, and then just good, solid, strong takedown defence. Where that guy looked tired as well, but he looked awkward. The way he moved, and he was just, but it worked. It worked for him.
I think he had him in the ground. He landed a solid knee into the midsection.
Yeah, man.
And it just, I thought, you obviously get, I'm forgetting the lad's name for SPG. When he got back up, I felt like that was sort of the beginning of the end for him.
He was in great condition, that boy. That boy. A lot of the guys on that show obviously should be in great condition. You're a fighter, but a lot of them were shredded, man.
Aye, because when you think, years ago, sometimes you'd watch amateur MMA and the guys weren't maybe, they could probably be fighting a couple of weight classes below, but I think that's maybe just where you're at now. The young guys are taking it that seriously at this level, and they're coming in, obviously putting a ton of work in. And
there's some amateurs in my gym, they're like 15, 14-year-old, and they're absolute beasts. And it's just because the full sport's evolving so quick. So when they're coming so early, they're training like professionals and they're learning every aspect. So the time they fight, they're good everywhere. Know what I mean? So it's scary to see, because when I was that age, man, I hate to say it again, but like I was in bushes trying to find pornos that weren't stuck together. Know what I mean? That was my childhood. Jumping the burn, rolling about the lasses and bushes. No, that was my fucking childhood. And these wee guys are fucking savages at the age of 15. Like I spar with some of them when they gave me tough rounds. So it's like it's brilliant to see. So it can only be good for the future of like Scottish MMA or these young guns coming up.
I think as well, you don't need to get in bushes anywhere, you just need to get into the toilet with your phone.
Or if
you stay yourself just fire one out in the living room. No, this living room right enough, obviously. But just a couple of other guys I wanted to mention in the card as well. There was a young guy that was coming out of Team Torres in Ireland, Oisín Duffy. He'd just turned 18 as well. I thought he had a really good performance. And he had a cracking post-fight interview as well.
Is that the one with the flag on him?
Aye.
I don't think I watched that one. I watched the first one, the first Irish guy. He was quite funny.
Aye.
He was alright. Because you said he was funny, so I was like, I'll watch that one. But I'll back the Irish, you know what I mean? But
no, Oisín was good because when we were talking to him as well, he was going through the fight, but he was physically going through the motions. So I was having to bring him back in because he was moving away from camera and that. But it was
adrenaline still pumping.
Aye. It's when you see it's brilliant when you see the guys. Like, obviously, it's a shame for the guys that are losing, but that's a sport,
That's
isn't
the game, man. It's the name of the game. Somebody wins, somebody loses. But we're all right. We're all right with the rules, you know what I mean?
Aye.
Else you wouldn't sign up for it. So.
And we had obviously a couple of titles as well. With Peter McCafferty, he obviously won his fight and got the flyweight title.
Aye, that was a much better fight than his last couple of opponents. He was well better than him, but that was like a good evenly matched one. I thought he took the first 2 rounds and the third round the other guy took easily. So 2 rounds to 1 easily. So it was a right decision.
He looked awkward. The guy Peter was fighting, Mickey Pereira. He's again Team Torres.
Yeah.
He looked pretty awkward, but I was happy for Peter.
I like Peter. He's a good guy, man. Also incredible shape. He's always been in good shape. But he used to, like years ago when I first started, he started around about the same time as me as well. He's been amateur for a long time when I was amateur. But he used to just go balls to the wall, like just swinging, try to knock people out. And now he looks a lot more composed fighter under James Doolan, and like he's putting everything together and he's keeping calm, picking his shots well, and getting the wins, obviously.
So. Does that just speak to what a good coach can do with a fighter?
Aye, of course. James is experienced all world level as well, so you just need a bit of discipline. Somebody you're going to listen to, somebody's got to show you the right way. You need a decent coach as well. No, somebody's got to just tell you what you want to hear and follow your head full of shite. But somebody you've got to respect, somebody you've got to listen to. I mean, that goes a long way. Somebody, if he tells you what to do, you're going to do it. You're not going to argue back, or you're not going to say, "Oh, I don't want to do that." He's talking shite. So that goes a long way. You need to respect the guy that's teaching you as well.
Aye, and obviously after that we had the Rhys McEwen up. He'd obviously an opponent change. He was meant to be fighting Rory Lavery out of Team Torres, but then Padraig McGee came in. What did you think of that fight?
A lot of people say that I was born, it was this and that, but all I seen was domination. It was simple. Like there was this wee dick behind me. It was doing my fucking nutting all night. Honestly, he was running up to the judges and tapping them. He was just a wee guy, but he was drunk, right? He was enjoying himself, whatever. But I was so close, he just dropped him. But he was shouting like, "Fuck's sake, Khabib, stand up and fight like a man, like a real man, like McGregor," because he was just pinning him down and all that. And I was just like, that's the type of guys that come to these shows sometimes that are nearly educated. But Rhys is a great all-round fighter, good everywhere, and just dominated the guy, took him down and just stayed heavy, landed some light shots, wasn't going for a finish, but he won 3 rounds, 30-27 for me.
See, I would have liked it if they just, after the fight was done, they grabbed that wee guy and said, he's going to dive in there and stone up McGregor and see how you get on.
So close, man. He was getting closer and closer to me, and I was like, please, try and do something to me, try and touch me. I was wanting him to touch me. I'd have cheese grated him right through the cage, man. You fucking helmet.
Aye. Sorry, guys. Listen, we've got somebody watching the comments for us. Frankie Anderson, the man always behind the camera. So
Fun time, Frankie. We call him.
fun time, especially at an MMA show. After an MMA show. So where we go, Frankie? Well, listen, Lewis. This is not an evening for a turtleneck. This is my house is roasting, and I'm paying homage to Star Wars, as you can see. So.
I always think James is dressing nice. The night or Saturday?
No, the night. This is
Saturday.
casual.
Saturday.
Listen, for him,
It takes it a bit tight, man.
Smith wants to know as well, Bunga, for you, can I get your take on the recent Spice Girls reunion?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I seen that Posh, wasn't he? Going in with the tour. That's a big surprise, isn't it?
Aye.
The richest of them all that married David Beckham. Doesn't need the money, you know what I mean? Fucking coke whore. That's what she is. But it's just a money spinner. They're all skint, aren't they? They're all skint. So let's sell out the Hydro in Wembley for a few days and take everybody's money so everybody can jump up and sing Spice for Your Life. Fuck
So
that noise.
It's safe to say the bad
But
part
I did
of
have
podcast-
Spice Girls in cassette. I'll have yous know. Back in the day.
I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. I had it in DVD. I'm like, no, we don't endorse the Spice Girls. By the
Fuck
way.
the Spice Girls.
Aye, well.
Unless they're getting naked, fuck them.
Tom Heffernan saying, I know, James, that might make you look like you have a blue nose. What team do you support?
Tom Heffernan, that's none of your business, you baldy. I don't really watch football.
There's a blue nose, that's why.
That was enough. Right, cool. So I going back to just finish off with the stuff that happened in On Top. A fight, obviously, I know you were probably looking forward to more than any, was to see how Chris Duncan done against Niall Smith.
Yeah.
For him that maybe doesn't know, Niall's a guy that fights everybody, and he's a guy that doesn't get put away very often.
Tough as nails, man.
Aye, and so the one thing that Chris Duncan said, and everybody looks out for Niall, and you know yourself.
I know to get hot with the fucker.
I know, you tried one yourself, right enough. So the spinning back fist, and Niall
It was
got
a
it.
beauty, man.
Aye.
It was a beauty. Chris was rocked. I think he took a knee, but he hung in there. He got that double leg. Chris is strong. I think if Niall had maybe landed another shot after that, he could have maybe been in trouble. But I've been saying it for ages. The back fist, know what I mean? Like he's knocked out several people with it, and it's the way he throws it. He disguises it well. He doesn't. Can't just see it coming. Like he turns quick with it, like coming forward. So yeah, but I think that just angered Chris. As soon as he got in solid top position, he trapped the arm, and yeah, as you seen, a few right hands, and that was it, man. He's a powerful guy, man. Strong.
And it was some vicious right hands.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
it was because I think he threw a couple that just didn't go, and then I just saw one grin clean, and I was like,
one hot you see off the canvas, and then it was two, and I was like, nah, that's it, over. But I knew that was going to come.
aye, and I think it was a big step for Chris to get in there with Niall, because it kind of. Maybe Chris knew where he was, but it lets everybody else know, and that was a big test, man. You know what I mean? If you're going, you obviously wouldn't want to be hot with that, but let everybody know that he's got a good chin, and he's resilient as well as a really
It
good
was a
fighter.
good wee fight before then. Like, they were trading
Aye.
nice kicks and head kicks and shots and that. It was entertaining, but I could only see it going one way. And like, I sparred with Chris, trained with Chris hundreds of times. Like, he's a real deal. Trust
Aye.
me, he'll just get better and better. And the people that train him know that, so I'm looking forward to see who he's got next. Hopefully it's a big show and the full Europe and UK can see.
Aye, definitely. I think he is definitely.
Also a shout out to Kieran Connor who won his pro
Aye.
debut as well. I done some sparring with him for that fight as well, and I thought he was kind of like a perfect fight as well. What's his name, Moore?
Aye,
Like,
he's actually.
He needs to do more for me. Like he's happy to sit in his back and play that game, but every time I've seen him doing that, he's just took punishment. Ross, Houston, Chris Duncan, Kieran. Don't get me wrong, they're good fighters and that, but he needs to evolve his game more than just lying his back and half guard and try and go for legs and that. If you control his legs and pass his legs and pick your shots, then you'll put him away all day. So I think he needs to work in his overall MMA game.
I think he's a promoter as well, isn't he? He's
Is he?
he's got an MMA show. I'm not going to.
Maybe he should focus on fighting more.
Well, I think he's got a Kuna over in Ireland. So
Does he run a Kuna?
I'm sure
That's a good show.
I'm not speaking out of school there, but I think that.
Right,
I
well,
think that's
stick
pretty
to one or the other, my man, because you're getting your ass whooped too much. Right? You've got to get end up being concussed every time you fight. Promotion, fighter.
Aye, it must be a juggling act trying to do it, especially. We'll obviously talk about good promoters and no good promoters in the winner.
Jesus.
So, aye, we've got more questions coming in, so we'll go to them.
Woo!
think-
Oh, Brian Higgins, of course, my man. There you go, blonde. Goldilocks. Somebody fucking ate my porridge.
Have you not noticed the t-shirt, Brian? Come on.
No, Brian.
What's that?
Sorry, everybody sees it.
Is it? Ah, there we go.
Kenny Murray's asking what's your take on the McGregor Cerrone? Dana White said it's not happening, but thinks it's
I'll let you take this one.
Brian Higgins, I'll see you tomorrow anyway, my man. No happy about that. Putting me on blast because I've got blonde hair. Sorry. Cerrone, McGregor, James. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
there,
I
mate.
was actually saying you take this one. You
Oh,
go.
I'll take this one. I think that's a fight everybody would love. Like, how exciting is Donald Cerrone? Like, has had the most finishes or most bonuses in UFC history. I could be talking shit there.
No.
McGregor always brings it, one of the best ever. And he's just a numbers game, isn't he? He's the pay-per-view king. Every guy tunes in. They like to stand and bang to him. Cerrone's got a very underrated jiu-jitsu game, especially his guard. His guard's like, just because he likes to stand and knock people out, his guard's frightening as well. But Conor's a great grappler and all, just doesn't use it. So I think that would be a great fight. Everybody would love that fight. But I honestly think Conor would beat Donald Cerrone. I do.
I think as well. I mean, I think it's a brilliant fight. I think for Conor as well, just in the sense that Cerrone's got a big name. He's got a good following. I think stylistically, I think it would be a fun fight unless Cerrone decided to wrestle. Which maybe he would, but I think he would enjoy standing with Conor, especially for the fans. I mean, that's plus the other thing for Cerrone. It makes Cerrone bank, and he deserves that. Conor's going to make him money, and I'd love to see the fight personally.
I liked his finish with Perry. Like, how can you not like Mike Perry as well? The guy's right up my street. But like Till just blew him away, and so did Leon Edwards. I think Conor would stop him with strikes. Like maybe rock him, maybe put him away. But I'd like to see that fight. Why not? Conor's basically lost his last couple of fights. When you look at it, I think he's lost 3 of his last 4 or something like that. If you include the boxing fight. So, but I'd rather see that than the Khabib fight again, to be honest. Or I would like to see like maybe a Pettis fight or a Ferguson fight, like with Conor. I think they would be good fights.
I definitely think the UFC, rather than looking at pushing him for the belts, I think we need to see Khabib Tony Ferguson. We've got to see that, haven't we? But if it happens,
like the 4th time or 5th time, but
I know.
It is what it is.
But there's definitely fun fights, and I've been a Cerrone fan since day dot, since WC. So I just Conor's going. It's
Budweiser against proper 12 whiskey.
Aye, the market.
I'm a vodka man, so where do we go?
Vodka and orange.
See, when I was drinking a vodka and fresh orange, and when I was getting interviewed on Saturday, like this security guard just comes up from anywhere, like, you're not allowed alcohol behind this bit, and I'm just on like getting interviewed, like, you got to fucking take it off me, fat boy. Paul Blart Mall Cop now, fucking eat a sandwich, you fat dick, man.
Were you in the middle of the interview when he was done it, or were you
we're just setting up, man? We're just setting up.
That's that's. But anything else, Frankie, before we?
Kenny Murray again. James, reckon you could take Aaron Chalmers if he needs a warm up?
You fucking insane, mate. I get fucking smushed last week off a 17-year-old grappling, so no, I can maybe take his bags out to the motor for him or something. But apart from that, no, I'm no. That's Bungy's job.
Who? Who's this?
Oh, you might have seen him on telly.
What was in I'm a Celebrity? Something like
Aye, I have actually. I've spoke to. I've interviewed him.
Have
before.
you?
Aye, I've interviewed. Aye, I've got to be honest with you, right?
Cut this.
I've not got
First
to lie.
episode.
I liked him,
We're canning it already.
but I know. Aye, he was alright when I spoke to him anyway. So I can't grumble.
Fucking fruity boy gets his eyebrows done, his teeth done, and all that. Nah, I'm looking forward to knocking his teeth out down the line. Down the line, boy.
Aye, that's one. Hopefully, will happen down the line.
No, it definitely will happen down the line.
No, I just need to wait and see. But he'll need to get a few more fights, but before he. Right, so I'm sure that'll be able
You
to
bit more
sort that.
experience. You bit more experience.
Anything else for us, Frankie?
Fighting me is experience, man.
Who's the hardest at the MMA UK team?
Just to say, Frankie's just said off camera it's him. It's absolutely no, and it's definitely no Peter Knox. I'll say that much.
Has Bungy's got to decide on you?
Well, but Bungy's kind of part of the MMA UK team now, so he's the hardest.
They wouldn't take him on.
That? Ah, right enough. So we don't know who's the hardest because we've not fought yet. We've just verbally sparred. That's about it.
Royal Rumble.
Aye. Anything else?
Tom Efferman said he's the best looking, that's definitely.
Aye, all right, Tom.
Fuck's sake, Tom.
That's us, right. So that's us with questions. So we've obviously spoke a bit about On Top, which is always a fantastic show. So let's move on. There was a show on Sunday. Chris was commentating it. I'm sure everybody knows. Rage in the Cage 4. Where do we start with this?
Where do we fucking start?
Jesus Christ.
So I got asked to commentate in this show, and it was at SWG3 in Glasgow, which is a really good venue. And there was a lot of like raves and DJs and that play there.
Aye.
So I got told first fight 5:30, doors open at 5. So I'm rushing about like mad trying to find this place as well because I'd never been. I get there at 5:30. The first fight didn't start till about 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, and it was empty. There was like more ring girls than there was fans there. And it started with a full fight card, and it narrowly went down to like 5 fights or something. Started with an 8-man tournament as well for 10 grand. Then it went to a 4-man tournament. Then it went to 2 semi-finals at 2 different weight classes for some reason. Then it went to just a main event, Mateus against Ian Feenan. They had professionals fighting amateurs. They had 2 amateurs fighting pro rules for 3 3-minute rounds. Nobody got paid. They had MCs, judges, doctors, paramedics, ring girls and all that. They all did. Some fighters didn't get paid. They were trying to negotiate money before the fighters would walk out. It was just an absolute shit show. The music wasn't working. The fighters couldn't come out. They had a ring announcer for doing boxing that was introducing the fighters as boxers. And the radios and the mics and all sorts wasn't working. It was absolutely dreadful. Then halfway through one of the fights, like we get a stand-up comedian just swaggering in and doing a bit of stand-up. And I'm just sitting and it's like, what the fuck is going on here? And my colleague that was working with me was called Jimmy Justice. Jimmy Justice and his brother was fighting. No offence to Jimmy Justice, right? Because he seems a no bad guy. He starts showing me that he was fighting in that 5 versus 5 shit. So I'm trying to watch fights and he's showing me. He's got his phone out like, this is
Watch your
me.
mics on there. Doesn't clip it off. You're alright.
So this is me.
Right, you're sorted.
5 versus 5 and all that. Then his brother comes out, who's like had 9 pro fights, and he's fighting a first time amateur. The guy's had 9 pro fights. He's fighting a first time amateur for Wishy, and he's beside me like this is my brother, but he's obviously kidding on to the fans and that he does obviously he's not his brother. Pure bigging him up, pure bias towards him. And he starts going live on his phone. Recording the fight and shouting while still trying to do commentary. And it was fucking disgraceful, man. The guy ended up getting armbarred and the young amateur ended up getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It was terrible. A terrible run show with a guy that just doesn't have a fucking clue what he's talking about, what he was doing, and nobody got paid. And It was just awful, just an awful show. And me and John Kavanagh were at the end, just like we've seen a lot of shows throughout the years. Even he said that, and he's like, this is by far the worst he's ever been involved in.
See, that's the thing as well. So we've always spoken length of it on top, and on top's always brilliant. So you've got that on the Saturday, and then you've got John Kavanagh coming out of Scotland, one of the most recognisable coaches in the world, fair to say.
Yeah.
And he goes to that fucking shambles. And the other thing as well to mention is we're talking about the guy that was the amateur debut who got his arm hot, David Jamieson.
Yep.
So also, they were trying to get that guy to get into a tournament with Ian Feenan and Mateus.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fucking ridiculous.
So I go in to ask him what his gym's called. And he says, "Wish MMA," and it's like they're trying to stitch him up here. And I says, "How?" And they're asking me to go into this tournament. I mean, Ian Feenan's had like 10 fights. Mateus has had like 20 pro fights. Like professionals, welterweights, big guys. David Jamieson is like first time amateur fighter. And I was just like, no, don't do that. It was just ridiculous. Then I had 2 teammates fighting each other from Paisley. Then one guy for Fife. And then they come out and say the 2 main events will be 5 5-minute rounds for titles. Not a belt in sight. And then they weren't 5 5s. They stopped at 3 5s, and one got finished in like 30 seconds. There was so much other stuff that I'm actually forgetting. It was just, at one point I was ready to just mic drop and leave. But some of the fights were actually alright. 3 people that trained me in Dublin. Antonella Orlik.
Yep.
She's a female. She's Croatian and trains out at SBG. She was fighting a tough Brazilian, and that was a great fight. That was a really good fight. Tough fight for her. She lost the decision. That was fight of the night. Constantine, who's an absolute wrestling beast. He had like 13 pullouts in that show. He's only 1-0, but he was one of like Conor's main sparring partners for Khabib. He's just a wrestling animal, right?
Right.
He ran through this Brazilian in like 30 seconds. That was one of the 5-minute round fights. And then obviously Mateus, a guy I sparred with in Dublin, beat Ian Feenan in a 3-round decision. Just controlled him nice and strong and top. And that was the main event. So they were alright. But like behind the scenes, it was so fucking fucked up. It was unbelievable.
Aye.
But hopefully I'm not giving a fuck because I won't be back, so I can say what I want. But hopefully somebody takes out that show that knows what they're doing, and we don't see something like that again, because it's not just fucking up our sport, but it's fucking up with sport in our country, because it's making our country look bad as well. In Scotland, Glasgow, great venue, people pay to come and watch that shit, and as you said, high class coaches and teams are bringing their fighters out here, so they won't even want to come back to Scotland again. But on top was great. Raging the Cage was a bag of shit.
Aye, basically, aye. I mean, obviously,
that was me being kind.
Romanian guy with his own Tapology, is it Pete, I think?
What Romanian guy?
The guy you're talking
but
No, he's Moldovan. He's Moldovan.
Moldovan. So they've put him down as a defeat. Right, we're just checking.
He was only 1-0.
Oh, you're fucking joking! Look at that. They've updated Tapology rank.
I see.
Let's see. Sorry, have fucking idiot. See there, it's Leandro Mendes.
Well, I need to tell John that Conte is.
Jesus Christ, Dave.
Oh my god.
So just for MD, what we've done there is Frankie Anderson's just built up Tapology for Rage in the Cage 4, and as Bungie said there, Constantine, who's a wrestling phenom, won his fight, so it's 2-0. Tapology's been updated wrong, and Leandro Mendes has got the win, so now Constantine on Tapology's 1-1. What?
No, that's fucked up. That's wrong.
But I mean, would you expect anything else?
Maybe get some fights now.
Aye.
13 pull-ups in that show for him. They must have just been seeing his Instagram, my corner a lot. Like, nah, don't want to fight that guy.
The other thing as well, just you were obviously at the show. I didn't go to the show personally, but what I done is I thought, you know what, you were obviously commentating. I wanted to. There was a couple of folk on it. Obviously, I've interviewed Orla as well, so I wanted to see her fight. So I thought I'll pay the money for it. It's only about £8 or something like that. Fuck me, it's the worst £8 I've spent. You know what I mean? I bought £8 of jelly beans before, so because when I put it on, I was obviously I didn't realise half the fights were half occurred.
Yeah.
Then there was nothing happening. It was like taking forever for fights to actually go to start. It was
They were
aye.
advertising an 8-man tournament, and not once did they have over 5 guys.
Where were they getting the 10 grand for? That's what I
Yeah.
was that
Not
pie
just
in the
that, there were
sky?
like judges and MCs and like doctors and paramedics, like waiting after the show, and like nobody was going to pay them. People just bolted and left them there. It was a disgrace. Some of the other cup men and cup ladies, Becky Davis and that, like they refused to work until they got paid at the start.
Aye.
So, and then I know John there was troubles getting his fighters paid, and they had to negotiate. It was just an absolute shit show, man. It's embarrassing. The guy should just fuck off. To be fair.
Aye. And was there no a situation where they couldn't get a fight in an ambulance? They didn't even have enough money to get him a taxi as well
Exactly.
to the hospital.
Guy hurt himself, and there wasn't a doctor there or an ambulance there to take him away, and then one fight got pulled because the guy had like a lump in his hand. He says he couldn't fight as well. Or one of the teams said that he couldn't fight because his hand as well, like just before they made the walkout.
To be fair, were you surprised folk weren't just getting there and just got, you know what, fuck this, I'm not.
Definitely. It was a massive venue and it was empty as well. So
Aye, 'cause that was the other thing, the live stream when I put it on, it was like, I was like, wait a minute, when does this start? Or am I just, have they no let folk in yet?
and,
How many folk were there, would you say?
under 100, under 70 at least, under 70. And I had that Jimmy Justice guy. I don't want to speak bad to him because he was alright, but they had him going into the cage interviewing people after the fight. It didn't help that some of them were foreign, but he was going like an English accent into an American accent into fucking Steve McLaren's Dutch accent. It was so, and then he just no clued up in the MMA game. Like some of the party was saying beside me when we were breaking some of the fights down, like I'm sure at one point he said he had the scissor grip with his legs, like the bitch out of James Bond that was crushing like Pierce Brosnan, the scissor grip, and I was just like, I just looked at him like that, and Katie for MMA UK who interviewed me before it was kind of sitting behind me, and we were just looking at each other like, "What, this is so amateurish." We were like sending, like showing, like we couldn't talk because the mics were hot because I got so basically me and this fucking Justice League Jimmy was fucking talking basically in between fights. We were talking basically bad mouthing the show, like how much is it for this, a ticket for this shit show and all that, and he was saying, oh, put me up my shit hotel in Scotland, and somebody comes up in between the two, is like, you're live on MMA TV and everybody can hear everything you're saying and all that. So when I was looking back at Katie, I was just kind of typing in my notes like, well, that's how we were talking. We were just laughing at them. It was embarrassing, but fuck it, innit? You just need to laugh at it sometimes.
See, it sort of opens up something I made a comment on Twitter, and it was basically kind of calling that shit like that is why we need some sort of regulation here.
Yeah,
It's something to stop that shit, because you laugh about it, and some of the stuff is a bit, it's comical and you need to laugh, but ultimately, like, I go back to that, try to get David Jameson to fight in that pro tournament. I mean, somebody could have fucking get seriously injured, something that could have affected him for life or worse. I mean, just how dangerous it is.
That's it. I've seen it throughout the years. Independent fighters. I've fought independent fighters myself. I've smashed guys in like a minute that shouldn't have been there with me, but it's tough. Like sometimes they save shows.
Aye.
Like the independent fighters I've fought have been like last day's replacements, and then you've trained for 8 weeks. You've sold all these tickets. People show up. So you still need to go out. And sometimes I've smashed guys and felt shite. Like they shouldn't have been in there with me. But sometimes you need to get on with it. Sometimes they help fill a card. But you're right. There should be like somebody just saying no. And there are shows that don't touch them because like 80% of the time the cunts don't show up and people are left like, I've not got a fight, but realistically they're just got to get blew out the water within a minute. You know what I mean? So I like some shows like Alex Ned and the Headhunters, like they don't go near them.
He was. I saw Alex posting something about that earlier. It was a post specifically about independent fighters. But like it happens, like you just seen it in the box. You see that boxing guy,
Like, it was
No, no.
one of the best up and coming boxers, and it's one of his pro fights there. And the guy was dreadful. He shouldn't have like been in the ring with him. He couldn't even hold his hands up, and he was just getting lit up. He was just taking damage, and that was in a big show as well, like boxing. So what happens in boxing day, like a lot of professionals, like the first 10 or 12, 15 fights, so they won't really be tested, and they'll be in there to beat guys that have got like minus 50.
Aye.
So it happens both ways, but in MMA it is more dangerous for professionals, because usually they take them down right away and they drop elbows on them, or they're hurting them, not mean. So.
And if you've not got the right ref in there as well, who doesn't recognise it, that's the problem as well I saw with that is, thank fuck nothing actually happened, but obviously Tom Heffernan, this one's for you by the way, a lot of mainstream media don't cover MMA. To be fair, Tom does his best with it, but you can be sure as fuck if something happened at the show, somebody died at a show, you know all the mainstream media are all over the top of that, and they'll be covering it, and you know exactly what the stories are like. And that's when obviously, because I know Ireland's had a lot of issues with people and politicians with MMA, and something dodgy like that.
It happened to my teammate Charlie Ward in Dublin. He killed a guy in the cage with just ground and pound, and I've sparred with Charlie, and like he's a big dude, and obviously he doesn't mean to kill a guy. He's in there trying to win a fight, and that stuff's happened. So that's how dangerous it is. And it happens. You see people dying through weight cuts and like Thai fighters and stuff like that. So it's a dangerous sport to be in. So yeah, I do agree with you in that. Like, if you're an independent fighter, and people need to know the fighters. See if this guy's 0-20 with like 20 knockouts, like you shouldn't be fighting. Like, they should just stay away from him. But you get some of these shows that they rely on people like that to maybe get their big fighters that sell a lot of tickets, like 5-0, bring them in, get an ass with them, sell tickets. Like, some promoters think that way. Like, it's all about money. I mean, like, they want to make a profit. It's a business to them. Some of them, like some of the turkeys, don't even care about MMA. They just want to turn a coin. So. Yeah, I do agree. There needs to be some sort of safety in there with independent fighters and people taking damage.
Even, I suppose, the other thing as well, when you've got regulation, I don't know if you saw it the weekend, you might be able to help me out with her name. Frankie, she trains at Team Alpha Male. She won a fight at the UFC. Cynthia Calvillo. Did you see her try to make weight?
I seen her like shaking on the scale and that, but I don't like watching shit like that.
Aye.
I just turn it off, man. But
it just
that's what it is. Not mean like. She missed weight a few times, wasn't she? She had troubles before.
Aye, she ended up winning her fight.
I know. Well, of course she did.
Submission.
She didn't make weight, did she?
Is that something? Because I know, obviously, we know what your weight cuts like. Your weight cuts.
But see, if you've got a full fight camp, like, you should always make weight, because you've got that 8 weeks in advance. Like, I need to be this weight for that time. If you're taking a week in advance, then you miss weight, then I could see that. But nobody should really miss weight. It's up to you how you do it, but if you want to put yourself through a drastic weight cut, do it, but you still need to make the weight. And then you maybe need to pay the price, see what condition you've got to be in the later rounds. If you do it right, if you don't, you don't. So you're never got to change weight cuts. People change weight divisions, they'll be cutting for bigger. If you have it maybe like gradual weigh-ins, like weeks out, wee check-ins. Check in here, check in there, so we're not like drastically cutting. Then maybe but that's a lot of time and effort for a lot of people as well, like running shows, like need to meet up with fighters, and maybe in the big stages do that, but I don't think everybody's always got to cut weight.
See for you as well, see when you see, well, I suppose if it would mirror up at you if it was an opponent, because if you see an opponent knowing what you go through to make your weight and to hit that weight, and you see somebody missing weight, do you think it annoys you more than, let's say, like the average, like myself watching it, and they're missing weight?
Aye, of course, because you're a fighter.
Aye.
If you sign to a fight, you need to fucking make weight. That's your obligation. That's all you need to do. Make weight and show up prepared to fight like a professional. A fucking professional, know what I mean? So if you don't, like, go and take up another sport and stop wasting people's time. And then, like, obviously, like a lot of fighters I've fought has missed weight. Don't get me wrong, I get extra money, but like sometimes it's cost me fights. because you don't know if they're lying. Like, I can't cut anymore because you know that I'm going to take a fight, because I will always take a fight. I'm not going to deal that train and it's like, oh, he's missed weight with a couple of kilo. I'm not fighting then. I mean, I'm not that guy. I come to fight. But then the third round, because I've cut all the weight, I'm looking a bit tired and he's carried on, then he's fresher, and then maybe he takes that round and he takes a fight. You know what I mean? So it's pros and cons, definitely, but it does annoy me. It does really annoy me.
Aye, well, there you go.
Cage Warriors last week refused to win.
Oh, aye, that's right. Nine.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about what do you make it? Aye, so it was
Another fag. Fuck's sake. So, another world champion, you know what I mean? And I like Blaine. Train with him as well. And he puts his heart and soul into that. And this guy's coming out, what was it? A week? Or 3 or 4 days. So, how heavy is that cunt sitting? Know what I mean? How heavy is he sitting? So, he got stripped. So, good. So, I hope Blaine gets matched for the vacant title with a guy that's actually got to make a weight.
So for him that it's maybe caught, because obviously Frankie's no mic'd up, we're just talking about Blaine O'Driscoll. Obviously was supposed to be fighting for the title, was fighting for the title against Nathan Grayson.
Flyweight belt, wasn't it?
And obviously
Cage Warriors.
That's what I don't get about that. How 3 days out, how do you know? So
fuck off then, bye.
Surely,
you know what I
but
mean? There's plenty of guys that'll fucking jump at the chance of that, know what I mean? Like, look at the work that Blaine put his life on hold for that fight camp, to put everything he had into that world title fight, and this Turkey's fucking 3 days out, I can't make a weight. Cheerio then, somebody else will come in.
Surely as well for obviously with UFC getting away with flyweight that division. A lot of guys are just going to be looking out because by all accounts, ONE FC, we've had guys over there. By all accounts here, they're pretty.
It's like, but DJ's just went to ONE FC. Do you think he wants all them coming out of him because he's beat them all? He's beat them, some of them twice. He's like, fuck off! I'm going to do my thing out here. You stay out there, man. Know what I mean?
But I'm more sort of looking to like say like Blaine O'Driscoll and that. So flyweights are coming through because they've got surely.
It sucks for them, but hopefully they bring in maybe other weight classes, maybe just up a bit for them, but that is what it is. Like, not a lot of people like watching the wee fast fuckers jump about, know what I mean?
I know, but
the came to, or was it WEC was flyweight?
WEC was flyweight because Uriah Faber was the big star that came from WEC. Obviously Dominic Cruz came from Cerrone came from WEC as well. So
Chael Sonnen.
But
it's a weird one because like DJ was classed as one of the greatest of all time, and he couldn't draw worth a fuck. It's just I don't know what it is like, but I know a lot of people that love the flyweight division. And they're some of the best fights, but I don't know what it is. They just.
But
Dana doesn't like it though.
See what I don't get, right? You see some great knockouts, right? But DJ's finish. Remember the submission? That you wouldn't see it. You never got to see that with a welterweight, or well, I don't think you would anyway, or even a light heavyweight or that.
And one of my favourite fighters now, Henry Cejudo. Know what I mean? Like, I've been studying him. Today I took a wrestling class with my team, and it was like Cejudo's techniques, like just takedowns and that. But I love that guy. I think he's amazing. Like, gold medalist in the Olympics for America, and then just beat DJ after DJ knocked him out the first fight. So the guy's got bags of talent, and then he's getting tell his division maybe be getting scrapped. So he needs to go out and fight Dillashaw, and that's a big ask. Dillashaw's big as well, so it's just, I don't know, you're getting rid of some of the best fighters. I mean,
it was the talk now as well. Even though they were doing away with the division, still having that fight for the £125 belt. That sort of chatter was going about, which is weird, but I can see maybe why. So they're having that fight, but it's for the flyweight belt. It's not for Dillashaw. No, so the division's away. So he's obviously.
Dillashaw's going down to 57.
So he's going down to obviously try and get.
He'll be fucking
2 belts.
Shredded.
And he'll be forever the flyweight. But
he'll be shredded like Ben Stiller in Tropic Thunder. Got tips.
I love that film, but no for
You're more
Ben
shredded
Stiller.
than a Juliana salad, man.
Robert Downey Jr. in that film. That is what you call an Oscar-worthy performance. That's
Amazing.
amazing film. But aye, so.
Any other questions for the fans? For
We've
the
got-
millions and millions.
Just to change the subject, Jamie Stevenson says it takes a tactical genius, Big Ek, to get the best out of Jamie Forrest.
Jamie Forrest, my man.
Aye.
Forrest, you're a firework. That's a new song, by the way. Hat trick the night. 2 the other day. 4 against St Johnstone. The guy's unbelievable, isn't he? I know James is a Rangers fan, right? I'm a Celtic fan, but like Brendan Rodgers has just turned that guy about. Like
Aye.
mental under Ronnie Dyla, he was dreadful, and he was a whipping boy, and now he's just
To be fair,
Jamie Stevenson saying it's Alex McLeish's day.
aye. Alex McLeish looks like one of the wee bits of gammon. It's got like the wee bit of ginger with crumb on the side. That breaded gammon. That's you, Alex McLeish.
To be
Fucking
fair,
saggy bastard.
Scotland made. I mean, it's never it's a fucking hard thing to support Scotland.
It wouldn't be a Scottish journey without a few speed bumps. You ever tried to hit
Aye.
the back roads?
And I've got to say as well, just obviously James Forrest done it amazing tonight.
Jimmy boy.
Got to mention McGregor pulling off a fucking blinder of a save at the end. So thankfully, right. Wait a minute here.
McGregor's an ugly bastard.
No, absolute class guy. I've never met him, but I know he's a good guy. But I don't actually know how this tournament works. So we got to a playoff now,
I was speaking to my
do you
papa
mean?
there about it.
right?
You get no, you don't. We're going to a semi-final one-leg playoff. No, aye. It's
So
it's
we-
fucked up. It's a lot of shit.
Next time they do it, we'll be in Group B instead of Group C. We'll have harder teams.
So we've got to play another group.
And they'll be relegated.
Huh?
It's all it's confusing, aye.
That's a lot of shit. That's
I
what it
don't
is.
know. It's fucking aye.
I don't think Scotland will ever get to a major tournament unless we fucking host one.
Do you know what? I'm just glad I was alive to see them at a major tournament. So-
France 98.
France 98, I saw Euro 96. Fuck you. Fucking love it in your ticket. But as I think my son might never see Scotland playing at a major tournament. But hopefully that's not the case. I saw a question up there. So it's for Hit Squad Colin. Do you know Hit Squad Colin?
Yep.
Right, so Hit Squad Colin's asking you versus a Beardew, who wins?
What that?
I don't know. See, you need to elaborate here.
Go on.
What a dick measuring contest.
Right, I've definitely got a bigger dick than him. He's got a nicer beard. I'll give him that one.
Well, Paul's got a pretty well groomed beard. He's well kept. Is Paul? I know he was going out to the USCPI.
No, he's in Australia right now.
Oh, is it? Oh,
He's
he's
in
went out.
Adelaide with my coach Brian Gallagher. They're fighting in the 1st of December. So
Christ, it's a-
everybody tune in. UFC Adelaide. I think it's on Fight Pass.
Aye.
I'm not 100% sure on that, but 1st of December. It's the same day as Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Now that's a fucking fight.
Aye.
The Gypsy King. I'm
Did,
backing the Gypsy King.
aye. I do.
I love
Do you know
Fury.
what?
I do love
I
Fury.
was always no Fury, Tyson Fury. That Joe Rogan podcast totally changed my
Yeah,
opinion of
man.
him. It was a great it was just good to see he was that open and honest about it. And some of the shit he spoke about, obviously driving his motor, it was great. And then obviously you don't. That was the
That
first
was real,
time.
man. That was a real conversation. I
Mhm.
mean, a guy that's not scared to open up, that obviously talks a lot about mental health and where he was,
Aye.
and it's quite inspirational. And obviously, he's a bad motherfucker as well. I mean.
It's just a way for his size. And then, do you see that picture? It's I posted that one. I think it's him next to Rogan.
No.
The size difference is
Aye, he's
fucking
huge.
unreal.
For a big dude, man, he can shift as well.
Aye.
Nimble as fuck. I think he beats Wilder. I do.
Well, it was funny when when I was watching him talk to Brendan Schaub, and he was saying, he's like, well, if I can't beat Wilder, I'm a bum. Basically, he's saying he's like, because Wilder's got he's got that one weapon, the big right hand, and the way Wilder throws it, I mean, it's fucking nuts.
It is
He's after
wild.
the grunt.
It is wild. It's wild, isn't it?
fitting with his name, but so do you reckon Tyson's just going to move about and just? I mean, he's a better boxer. There's no question of that.
Slap, move, and land. And as you say, he'll be going for that big shot, and I don't think he's going to land it.
Aye, and we saw obviously the the Ortiz fight with Wilder. I mean, I thought Wilder was losing that fight.
Yeah. It just goes to show you what he is capable of. So that was it the 12th round he knocked him out? Was it?
It was
Close to the
definitely,
end, wasn't it?
it was late in the fight, so I think it was definitely the biggest test Wilder had, because Ortiz is, well, I think it's been well documented and he can't knows his age.
But I like that the two of them are fighting each other, where the paper champion is no one to fight the big fights.
So
You know what I mean?
do you think that with Joshua, do you think that's down to his, the promoter just know what to put him in there, no risk of cash cow?
Maybe. Who knows? I don't think he's a guy that's scared. Maybe is it Eddie Hearn?
Eddie Hearn's a
Eddie
promoter,
Hearn.
aye.
Aye, probably. But that is a cash cow. You know what I mean?
Aye.
That is the winner of that, or any of them three fighting each other is a money maker. So I don't know. Like, to be the best, you need to beat the best. Class, Ric Flair there. You know what I mean?
Aye, well, aye, this is
It's
true. Aye.
Like, I think Joshua needs to beat the two or one of the two to really be cement himself the best.
Who else is there for him? I mean, obviously Joseph Parker, he fought him. That was a couple of fights ago now.
Aye.
And was it Povetkin he
The
fought
Russian-
as
the
well?
Russian guy
He's
there.
fought- is there anybody else really that?
I'm not quite up in the old boxing game, don't get me
No.
wrong. I don't follow too much with the heavyweights anymore, but I think the ones we were just mentioned is the ones he needs to fight, and they're the top ones, aren't they?
Aye, well, that's got to be the biggest fight in boxing for a while, definitely. Not just because of sheer size.
I'd have liked to go to that, but I think it's New York or something, isn't it? LA.
I saw you've booked Mr. Bill Burr. Turns out he's actually coming to Glasgow anyway.
Fuck's sake, old freckles. Aye, so obviously I love Bill Burr is probably, for me, the best comedian in the world, right? I know a lot of people
Right now, I
disagree
think,
with
aye.
that.
No.
But aye, so he's doing like an Eastern European tour. I was like, I'll pick a country I've not been to. I wanted to pick he's going to like Latvia and Lithuania and that, so I was going to pick one of them, but it didn't fall right in the right date for me, so I'm going to Prague, booked up for Prague, flights, hotel, tickets, blah blah blah. And then I'm driving to the gym on Monday, listening to the Monday Morning Podcast by Bill Burr, and he starts naming dates, and then he's like, we're off to Glasgow, Scotland in the fucking February, and I'm just like, you're fucking shitting me. But I did just see him in Dublin, so I've seen this set. This is his 50 set. And it's hilarious, man. And I got to meet him after it, which was pretty cool
Aye.
guy. I like to slag the Scottish, because the first time he was in Scotland, he got picked up with like the limo driver or the cab driver, whatever he was, and he's just like, bull or wool. That's what the guy was saying.
Bull or wool.
Bull or wool. He's like, what are you saying? Bull or wool. So he said that on stage in Dublin, and when I said I was from Scotland, that's what he was hitting me with. Bull or
Aye.
bull, wool or bull. So aye, he's a cool guy. And
When is Prague then?
it's the 12th of January.
12th of
Just-
January. Because I
yeah.
think we've got Germany and for Germany as well. That'll be
Derek Skill and Stag Do. When's that, February?
no, is that no April?
April
aye.
in
I've no idea. I've gone with the WhatsApp. Gone with the WhatsApp group.
We're
It's going to
going
be
to
interesting. Hamburg, is
Hamburg,
it?
aye.
Hamburg to shoot some guns and
Yeah.
see what else happens.
No.
Aye. I just better watch. I don't leave my wedding ring out here. I'm only kidding, of course. The Reaper band. Right.
Yeah, a bit of window shopping. I need some new suits. Cashmere. Cash money.
I thought you were maybe going to dive out to Amsterdam. Bit of window shop.
Well, apparently Hamburg's got the number one red light district in Europe. Amsterdam's just, that's...
I can't
so,
really
not that I like Dirty Woman or Woman of the Night like my man Tyson Fury, but I'm happy to say hello.
I was mental.
What he's
he-
up to.
I was
He's been
mental
busy
he
tonight.
was talking about
He's been busy tonight. The old taxi chat.
that was mad that he was actually talking about that, and he's I'm imagining his missus watched
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
that. Yeah.
Woman of the Night. I was like, go on yourself, Tyson.
But then it's his culture's a bit different, isn't it?
Aye.
When it comes to the old marriage and all that
The
stuff. So
Gypsy
we've got
King.
a wee bit different for yours. But have we got any last questions?
Who's Chris's favourite reporter on MMA UK?
Oh,
Oh, this is pressure, man.
oh,
This is shocking.
that's a tough one.
I know.
Obviously, I like always the same, the equal amount. Sitting on the fence here.
Okay, I've never heard Bungie being a politician before with anything.
But I think you've interviewed me the most though.
Aye, I
Amy
think so.
Lee's only interviewed me twice. One the other night and one down in Sunderland after the Fletcher fight, but I don't think that one got aired. So I would say my good co-host here, James the Hamilton.
Winning. And
Sorry,
obviously,
Amy Lee. Much love still. Don't worry about it.
to be fair, we've done podcasts and that many years ago.
We did actually. Like we
Aye.
used to, like
Aye, we used to do
Aye.
them few
And-
way back
in
when.
your old.
So I
your
think
old flat.
Because I think the first time we met, mind of this, went down to USC Manchester. You obviously went down with Skillen. I was down with my brother and Greg. But I can't mind if you had left or not, because you were getting ready for your first fight.
Aye,
Obviously, so
my
you
full
were
debut, aye.
you were taking it easy. And we bumped into Matt Serra, Ali Aquinta, and his
Aye.
coach.
That was right.
We were obviously all blazing, and I think I'm pretty sure my wee brother was trying to get them to go to the strippers and that. one go to the strippers. That's fine. But aye, that was way back when.
Mark
But,
the Terra Serra, that was. I can just remember me seeing him crossing the road
Mhm.
and kind of turning around to shout, "You, fucking Matt Serra!"
Mm.
And like Derek was steaming at this point,
Aye.
and he was at the back, and he was like, all I can describe it as like a gallop, like a horse, like he was just building momentum, like fucking Matt Serra. We're all like, it was a good
That was
time. innit?
brilliant. They were sound.
Middle of the road, man.
They were brand new as well. I mean, there was a few drunks. You were the only sober one. A few drunk Scotsmen, Slaver and Push, but they were brand new. Ali Aquinta was sound as well.
Yeah.
He'd no long come off the Ultimate Fighter and that. And I
Yeah,
think because we got to get him asked jail questions as well. I think me and you went up and asked some questions. And who was it? It was meant to be.
Whiteford's first fight. It was Whiteford's first fight against Jimmy Hettis. It was that show.
Aye, and I think who else was fighting? Burnett was fighting. He was fighting Andrews. I
It
can't
was
mind it.
Machida and.
Machida and Muniz. It was
Muniz,
meant to be
aye, that was it.
Bisping Muniz, wasn't it?
Aye.
And then it cancelled. And I think Conor
Machi-
McGregor was there as well.
Aye, Conor was there, aye, actually. Aye, that was a good laugh, actually.
Aye, it was good.
Big Bisbing as well.
But so what we'll do is we'll take a few last questions and we'll wrap up.
He's excited to see Aidan Stephen at Cage Warriors 100.
Yeah, man. Definitely. He's fighting Edwards, I think it is. Chris Edwards,
Aye.
aye. It's a tough fight for Aidan, but he's well rounded everywhere. Aidan's been fighting just as long as me. Look at his last fight against Paul McCulloch, the bigger Paul McCulloch. I mean, that was Aidan's weight class. And it was just a clinic. I just tired him out, relentlessly took him down and put him away. Very impressive. So I don't see why Aidan can't dominate this fight as well at his own natural weight class. But it is a tough fight.
Aye.
Chris Edwards is good, experienced in the big shows as well. So I'm buzzing to see Aidan in a big show like Cage Warriors.
What a show as well to get on Cage Warriors 100. I mean, that's got to be, I would say, they're probably their biggest show to date. And if you
Yeah.
look at, and it's not just Aidan, you've got obviously Scott Malone, who's just
Boom,
the amount,
boom.
the amount of shite Scots went through with fight pullouts, no making fights and that. It's been, and now he's getting a wee bit of consistency. He's had his fight
Yeah.
there. Well, obviously, I'll be speaking to Scott very soon. Actually, tomorrow. What day are we on? Tuesday. Tomorrow night. So Wednesday. So I'll be speaking to Scott tomorrow. No, Lewis. So Scott as well. The boys out that way seem to be doing pretty well. They're all doing pretty good.
I don't know about, I've never had that in Cardiff though. The 100 show. I've had that in a bigger venue or I don't know.
Do you think it's for Jack? It'll be Jack Shore, won't it? Because obviously Jack was meant to get the title fight there.
That a
and,
dick riding.
well, Jack was meant to fight there, and then there was issues. No, this is obviously he's getting the title fight finally. But it's good to see a couple of Scottish lads on the show representing. Obviously, Aidan's SBG Murray, Aidan, and then
Yeah.
obviously Scott's over on Dundee. Is Scott over? He was down back and forth to Hitscott quite a lot.
He goes to college down here, so sometimes he's down staying in a hotel for like a week or whatever. So he just trains with every night he's down. So, but sometimes he travels down to Dundee for sessions as well. He's been doing it for a good few years now. Just very well rounded, as you can tell from his last fight, for a judoka guy to knock out the striker. So I was buzzing for him watching that fight in my phone.
Aye.
And then he was right back in the gym. Obviously, he's got another fight coming up now in that show. So he was right. I think he took like 2 days off, and he was right back in sparring and training and that. Like, guy's focused, man.
Do you think Scott, obviously the way it's laying out, do you think Scott gets a good win here? Do you think he's potentially going to fight the winner, get the title shot
Definitely,
next?
why not? Two dominant.
Dominant performances, aye.
Who was the first one? It was the decision one, wasn't it?
Aye, decision then obviously, I think
So he's 2-0 in Cage
Aye.
Wars against two good guys. So definitely, if he puts this guy away, because they like this guy, is it Reed? Josh Reed. So I think he's well rated as well for Cage Wars. So puts him away or beats him quite convincingly, then I'll be screaming for a title shot. Know what I mean?
Aye.
Why not?
Right, and
Maybe they don't want to give him to all the Scottish guys. Just run up
listen, yeah,
the road with all the belts, man.
Aye, they'll need to eventually
Exactly,
come
man.
up here. It's
Hopefully they get to a stage where like, everybody's got the belts and like they'll come to. I don't even know where they would maybe have it in Scotland, because Cage Wars are no big arena shows, but somewhere in between, like I don't know, like the SCCC, maybe a wee bit weird.
Aye, they could come up. They don't need to go crazy in the first one. They come up here and they could use a couple of the Scottish guys. Aye,
Something like the Emirates, something like the Emirates would be probably be perfect,
aye.
because they do put on a good show, production as well. So it was a show that I would go to, definitely.
And if anybody's watching for Cage Warriors, we were only kidding on about that Rage in the Cage stuff. That didn't even happen.
Aye, go to SWG3, man.
Aye, go ahead.
Fucking put on an actual good show,
Aye.
and I'll commentate. Like the other guy, was it Bradley Wharton?
Bradley
He's shite, man. Get him away. He bores people, man. Same old shit for that guy. Get that.
We mean no offence,
They're
obviously.
never got to come there.
no, we've just scared the laugh. Well, actually, there was a question that had come on Twitter from Chrissy Ross. This one was actually for you. So he was asking how obviously all the Bellator stuff come about. Because I know you had a couple of other things on the table.
Aye,
So for Chrissy, what was the script there?
I was actually wanting to be a few. I felt quite popular at the time, and I had a few options, but I did really wanted the Bellator one. To be honest, I wanted to be the first guy signed from Scotland. That was a big deal to me.
Aye.
But it was coming and going, and it wasn't happening. And Cage Warriors sent me a contract over for 5 fights, and we thought, right, that's what we're going for. There was no rush to sign it, because we thought that's what we were doing. And I was away working at a film set, and I got a phone call from Brian just saying, look, Bellator's want to give you a contract, say gives like 48 hours or something. So I didn't really want to get excited until it was there in black and white. And then 2 days later, like they emailed it through, and it was an easiest decision in my life. Just no offence to Cage Wars or the other promotions, but it was money. Life changing money, like that's what I need in it right now.
Well, absolutely. At the end of the day, it is prize fighting, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you've got to pay the
And
bills.
plus, Bellator's like one of the biggest shows in the world. You know what I mean? So that's where I want to be. I feel like Bellator's the right show for me. The way they put their shows on, and I just feel that would be my home.
And obviously, if we get any news for Bellator, you'll let everybody know here.
They'll be the first one to know.
Exclusives on the Bad Part podcast and everything. There you go. So, anything else for us, Frankie? That's us. Well, listen, guys that have tuned in, and I hope you've enjoyed the show. Thanks very much for checking out the first Bad Part podcast. First of many to come. So
History. You watched History tonight. Remember that?
There you go.
Be seeing you.
So again, thanks for everybody for tuning in. Obviously, we'll let you know we'll be reconvening very soon. But thanks very much for tuning in. Last word, Chris.
Be seeing you.